It's like a trap. If you escape hunger, you'll be caught by malnutrition. If you escape malnutrition, you'll be caught by conflict. It's armed.
Turkana is a vast open landscape, almost 70,000 square kilometers in size, in the far northwest of Kenya. Pastoralism is a way of dealing with an environment that's not predictable. Stay in one place and keep your stock in a pen and don't move. Basically, you can't be sure that you're going to have enough rain for there to be grass or any browsing for your livestock. So you have to be open, you have to move. So pastoralism allows you to exploit the resources in the landscape as and when they present themselves. But it's also been about seizing new opportunities and about finding new ways to make sense of the world.
Bulere tornere tongo potani elwer tatinga rogo berni mata be ani yen tongo potani nyendu tongo potani e galari boy gre te chawong na ra cha lo yarner runner rajik runner ke tamare yang nya ta ko la lo tuwa toy ke tamare yang nya lo tere tuwa toy Reina ololo dere kaniki akure rubalo akorro pagani dolna bama mo lukukui reng mo galaye ay lo de lo tawon lo ke jolo tol doy raydo ani yamet iboro ko ni bala to gelada etadema ana boy bunneki teriyam dana boy beren ki ko ko yadna bonu bon mo lupi ko yadna bon bere lupi boy tu ko ni ana ngi chana ne jakatari rakar la lo dam tongo pa bonguni abona bong barni ne tuta ma ne roboto ko mo joro pa ta da ka char boni pe ni dum ta da ka chanya boy ji kare ni ji ro ba ko mu na je en chera mi agro ya bo gyono gno ko tere ni vingo ni abuni ki teria mo kan ke ngara.
Mary's Meals has been working in these communities now, providing school meals, which has enabled many of the children to go to school, which they wouldn't necessarily have otherwise been able to do. And this opened up a whole lot of options and opportunities that they wouldn't have otherwise had. Obviously, it gives them the opportunity to get a daily meal through Mary's Meals, providing that food every school day, which helps them to overcome the challenges of difficult access to food and avoiding malnutrition.
Abuni jawalo zugulo ko akolo cha abuni jari neke wale genda ba tamari yang arage zugulo ngede ngarage nteje ngede lu aku pakana koni zuwa ibere kala kharalo zugulo lo bala be bite zugulo ke endele chage gutja ngarage ja ku jigi teri ko do ngare ebu kulubolo so acha ngule pe churbo kuweke tu weke da tamade ali urbo boreni ai boreni nek gangoni to ani ni abu ngarage abu to ba tama atanyara nga kama tama patu ko kita kaina nyete pe nyinya da agru ama akolong nyinya da ko mujanga de atama to ko de jikono ni pore yebol nye nuko guama ako mujang de atamang de ngede kelota narus panon tulo sukul ani jo dol na ngai na kan tazala Jumamosi ka Jumapili ndio dol Jumatatu pato jigizia endelea zikulio
Araya lokro marsa kornya del kwang kan ka pe khalang de khang hari ya iki lo skul kalo dia ngarakin tu baca ngede alo skul tadaka ku moj yopo atau karak hindona tungar boyenete mere banga yengi bagara karena biya veke ngarini je kenet talam turu ngede lo tudo ga kan ku na maje na bana ngalikin te atau ke jo menyarno nyarno nyakapini gintu ngidi amana nani opatanga kra tarauta itike chakale mkine te anak tianguna akuranguna ya ane abuni aneke kweteng de mlo markin te kalku arang kada teme makan ka joko kulingani joko minere ko kondo skul tolo taka zama ngarag moy joko skulu iko kuni ko kidai ni amam teke ka pake butone iteng delu ngarag ik baka ngaling ni la qaria ke yar roka je kintu skulu
I'm very interested to educate these small kids, so that's why I came here to assist them, to at least to know how to read and also how to communicate. There is one school that I volunteer, but there was no food. Many of them never came to school because there was no food there. So it was a matter of sometimes they don't want even to come. So that's when I just came to realize that it is food that brings them. So because they will not come to school if they don't see anything boiling there.
Pastoral life by its nature is uncertain. These pastoralists are following the seasons in search of the best pastures and looking for where water is available. That can sometimes mean that they're travelling more than 100 kilometres to find those good areas for their livestock, and often that includes taking their families with them. So by Mary's Meals working with these communities in these schools, the children know and trust that they will receive a meal every school day. That enables them to stay in one location, not an option they have had in the past. That means that the mothers and the children can be based in the same community. It avoids the need for them to go on these treacherous journeys to avoid the risks and dangers that carries.
Ondini kwadi ayawuni kwadi ayawroni kwadi jigin arage to wa kumudina ko tereng bere lutona de luchulu na raagare mamunga kile mamunyo elworchane butare kama ngalo nyana ngana satano yobuni bucha toloma to buni koni berne ngarage logo nyikin ara ru bone ri amna tangde bo lo ma ti ri amna ta azo marne ri amna tangada logo nyikin ko long jalang barne ko ni tere na bo ya dareng bareng da yang kartagna long jalang barne ko ni
abanyanya na iteke abanyanya na pakeng halo ato kana oche na bo nanye buno ma iteke lo ikondo be ni churu kum ke giranga to ya ora bang ra sing na tapato lo to tanyama to kana ben e kharulo be ranye mte merisi ita kama mto kana to tere kharulo be e mo itulo ko ni ya tin
banye diango lo tere rai chai 200 boni ako banye ni ngoli kinta tamare ya bisi jane ke ngaraki